2X Rotorex.
Did somebody say Rotorex?
Yep, somebody did, twice.
Twice the fun. That one has a better startup sound, I think. See how it's not buffeting? This one's actually a little bit off balance.
Yeah, the air is much smoother out of this one.
Yeah.
It's probably because this one is made by Fedders and this one is a piece of garbage Hampton Bay store brand piece of junk.
Yeah, they're totally not the same exact unit built a day apart or
They
anything.
definitely didn't come out of the same factory.
Well, this one says Effingham, Illinois, and that one says Atlanta, Georgia. No, seriously, it does. Is that one also a Rev G on the nameplate?
Yeah, that took down the lights quite a bit. Oh, we gotta move this temperature over.
These grills always vibrated. That's why there's a piece of paper in there. This one's already getting cold. I'm surprised because this hasn't run in a year.
Yeah, it was sitting in the hot car all day.
Yeah. Stop vibrating. Yeah, this has always been problematic. Oh, we still got 116 volts. Really?
Not bad. Yours is 7, mine's 8.5.
Really? Well, mine's probably going to take a while to come under load.
Right, this already has the head pressure because it was on recently. And Rattle's bad on that one.
Meanwhile, the compressor's not vibrating anymore than the other one. But like I said, these vents have been screwed up in every... Shut up, they're just very loose. Man, that's annoying.
What is the EER on these?
Not bad. 9.2.
This one's allowed 9.5 amps and it's currently at 8.5 and it is hot out today. It's 83 and 79 in, so it's got a decent load on it. Oh, you can't see the data.
Shut up!
Perfect, don't touch it. That one's getting down to business pretty quick. Why is this so short?
Because it's wrapped around the leg.
Who wrapped it around the arm?
Not I.
My grandfather and I made this extension cord
Was it right?
20 years ago.
Wow.
I remember we made this. We bought this wire and the plugs, I think, at the Home Depot, and I'm pretty sure that they still sell these plugs.
20,000 BTUs.
It's a lot of power.
Mine's only about 2 degrees higher than yours.
Yeah, it started working pretty fast. And there could be some discrepancy in the meters.
Man, that feels really refreshing though, I'll tell you what.
This is more cooling than we've ever had in the kitchen before.
And the window's open.
Well, it's not that windy out, so the amount of heat coming in is probably...
Now they're within a degree of each other. And they're within half an amp. I I think they're probably going to be about the same.
Well, they should. It makes sense.
The same unit. They were made a day apart. They have the
Should be
same
the
guts. And that's throwing out some heat.
These have really good airflow.
Hell, right? And that's on low.
Yeah, the Fedders logo still looks pretty nice.
I know. Unit's a little busted up, like some of these slats are broken.
That's so weird to hear him in stereo.
Yeah, see, this one's shaking quite a bit. This fan's out of balance.
Oh wow, yeah.
That one's perfect. This one's kind of messed up.
The vibrations are about the same.
And I suppose you'd kind of expect that. Man, those Rotorexes sound so nice together.
They're both very quiet.
Yours might be a touch louder.
Well, it's also got more head pressure, probably still.
I wonder if mine has a knockout plug hidden behind the logo. Yeah, I could feel it. It's right there. Interesting.
Do they ever have a Hampton Bay sticker, or is it unbranded on the back?
Eric seems to think that they do. I've never seen it, and I've owned numerous Hampton Bay units.
I've never seen it either, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Plus, you can see the paint is faded evenly, so if there was going to be a logo, you'd see the paint would be darker in one spot where the logo is. I have an EQK. It's also, believe it or not, also a 10K, same exact unit. And you can see where the EQK logo was. Oil on mine is in excellent shape.
They both are.
Yeah, this thing's shaking pretty good. Man, that sounds sweet. Get a picture of this.
You know what's most ridiculous about this is actually practical in my use case.
What's it that Russ says? It isn't a stupid idea if it works?
It is a stupid idea to use too much coil cleaner though. Wow, I can feel the heat coming all the way back here.
Yeah, me too. And that's on low! That's on low!
It sounds so interesting to hear the two of them running at the same time.
And you know what? This is probably cheaper than running a 20K.
Which that's what is it, eight and a half a piece. So that's 17 amps total.
Actually, it would be 8.5 amps at 220, right? Because they're
It'd probably be about a wash.
But this would be so much quieter than a 20K.
Right. I mean, you can argue that the 220 has less current, but
right.
You're not paying for the current, you're paying for the power,
Yeah,
so it probably ends up being about a wash.
But I think that the, I think 220 motors are more efficient because there's less I2R losses.
I mean, technically speaking, it's probably better to run 220 on a really hot day because of the current on the grid, but that's getting way more technical than it needs to be.
And these are both saved from the trash, both of them.
And there's nothing wrong with either one.
No, they both work wonderfully. I shouldn't have let that guy plug that Hampton Bay in. I should be like, oh well, if it's broken, oh well, I'll just take it.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson on that.
But you know what?
Too.
At least I have a clear conscience. I didn't rip the guy off. Although the guy was selling that farm for a tremendous amount of money, so.
Well, farming is worth a lot of money.
Well, it's 117 acres, so you can imagine the 7-digit price that was going for.
And the taxes must be...
The taxes, I think, were like either $50,000 or $100,000 a year.
Although if it's a functional farm, I suspect there's probably some tax credits for that.
I don't know. The guy was very, very nice, though. Sold fresh eggs, wood, probably milk, too. Actually, I don't think they had cows. I think they had horses, but no cows. I should send him a link. Hey!
Turns out it works.
Man, this side panel's so busted up.
Did that take a fall at some point?
Probably.
It looks like it
was
could
in a
have.
junk pile. The fan motor was seized up when I got it.
Oh no! It just needs a couple drops of oil.
Well, no, it was not just a couple drops of oil. It was a total tear-down freak show. Kind of like that other one that we worked on last year. That is so satisfying to listen to. It's so quiet. I am so glad I gave that to you.
It's quiet, and it's a tremendous amount of cooling power too, if you think about it.
Isn't it? I mean, 10K in a chassis that small, that's really remarkable.
For the noise level, it's remarkable.
Yeah. And it's only like 2 inches larger than a 5K.
What, is it just longer?
Yeah, it goes. If you put it next to the other one, you'll see this one goes a little bit further back. Man, that is really throwing out some serious heat. I can really feel it far away.
It's got to be freezing in that kitchen right now.
I bet you it's blowing out in the 40s. Oh, you should hear how nice it sounds up here.
Oh yeah, you don't have the fan noise anymore.
Not that there's much of it.
Nope.
Man, this was totally worth all the work.
You can see the heat signature on the house.
Can you?
In the sun. Yeah, right there.
Oh, I can see it now. Yeah,
I'm surprised they're getting that hot.
Well, they're on low and they are 10K.
They don't feel that hot at all. There's my lamp. Yeah, it went down a degree.
They're within 70 milliamps of each other, and mine's actually a little bit colder.
Shut up.
I just wish mine didn't vibrate like this. But that's the grill, that's not the unit's fault.
Yeah.
I guess this thing's working perfectly then.
Yeah,
So let's see. 1007, 1022. So they're within 15 watts of each other.
And what is it rated for?
1090.
It's getting close, but it is hot out.
And they're on low. They would go down if it was on high.
And they're both power factor 99s. The capture's still good after 30 years. What was the date of manufacture on these?
So it was February of 1996.
Yeah, so these are almost 30 years old.
They shouldn't have messed with it.
No, it was starting to vibrate. This is freezing. 45 and 44.
And that's with 78, 79 going in.
It's a 30-degree split.
More than that.
Oh yeah, that's like a 34-degree split.
Yeah.
But then again, right over here, it's probably like 75.
Sure. This is definitely one of the quietest 20K you're gonna get.
I can't tell. I think the compressor's a little bit louder on mine.
I was just thinking, there's more of a metallic sound to that one.
But mine has no insulation though.
Yeah, this one is definitely louder.
I almost can't even hear the compressor on yours at all.
The store brand one is better.
They're both excellent units.
Well, the performance speaks for itself.
Yeah. Look at how fast the power draw goes down.
Yeah, it's taking the head pressure away.
That is freezing cold air coming out too.
Oh yeah.
I guess I did a good job fixing that fan motor.
This one's sweating on the top.
So is this. This one has no
It's
insulation.
not that humid in here.
Well,
Only 50%. Oh, actually, it's going up now. It's 56 outside now, so it's starting to climb.
you know, that's because the temperature outside started to fall. This was so much fun. I'm so glad I was able to do this.
We're already using about the same amount of power, so
They're within 3 watts of each other. I mean, geez, you can't get any closer than that. I guess mine's working perfectly then.
so we've gained in head pressure what the additional power that the fan's taking.
I wonder how much humidity sneaks in through here.
Well, it's got this got foam thing there, so I don't think a whole lot of air comes, but maybe a little bit.
It might be worth blocking off the top. Man, that's freezing.
You're still maintaining a healthy 20+ degree split on high.
Man, I'm so glad I didn't cancel this one out.
I think that this is still quieter than both the Frigidaire and the 14K.
Do you want me to get those other vents to put on yours?
Yeah, let's try it and see if we can get it quiet today.
Do you know where I could?
I think they're still in the car. Or they'd be in the deck, I guess.
They're really seriously blowing a lot of air.
Whoa, look at that. Just dumped a whole bunch of moisture out.
Did it?
It's coming out its own, the drain hole it drilled by itself.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It can't leak on that plant like that 24/7. It's going to rot it. They'll have to do something about that.
What if you just kind of push it out of the way like that? Is that okay?
I suppose I could do that if I needed to.
Of course, the plant couldn't be like 4 inches further over, right? That poor plant.
I mean, for this test, I don't really care, but I don't want it like
The
that.
plant's probably like, ooh, thanks.
That's pulling a lot of moisture.
It hasn't been running for very long. What, about half an hour?
Yeah.
Man, the heat blowing out of here is incredible.
These are running hotter. Well, I guess it's because there's such a high capacity in a small chassis. And even these, the airflow, I can still feel it like 5-10 feet away from the machine. I can still feel it strong back here.
Those fans have a pretty pleasant sound to them too.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Alright, so this thing is like really messed up. Like,
What if we just swap it in just to see if it changes the, I kind of like the looks of the white ones better anyways.
I do too. The unit that these came out of was really, really disgusting and messed up. Like these things had like melted or something, like something really. I guess some hot glue might fix this up.
That's a lot of moisture coming out of there.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a pretty thick stream every couple seconds. It's a lot of water.
I'm surprised mine's not dripping yet.
I guess I'll collect it just for the curiosity of it.
I would say run it overnight and see what it looks like tomorrow morning. Probably don't need to run anything else in the house.
You want to pay for that?
Oh, it's up to you if it's too not warm enough.
If it gets humid, I'll use it, but if it's stays like it is now, I think starting tomorrow it's supposed to go up to 90.
Oh, okay.
But then the entire forecast has 60s and 70s at night, so there's a good chance I won't be using air conditioners for a while. Unless, of course, it gets ridiculously humid at night, which is always a possibility. That's a lot of dehumidification.
Sure is. Wow.
That's impressive. That's no joke.
It's too bad that drain hole is in such a bad spot.
Yeah.
Well, at least over here, it's probably not going to rust any worse than that.
What I could do is I could just push it all the way over to the right, and that would give me, you know.
Oh, I see what you're
That
saying.
would probably fix it. I could do that.
That's a very easy solution.
Yeah, I'll probably just do that then.
Look at the bottom of it's damp too.
Yeah, it's getting cold.
I'll probably shut mine off so that it's not going to be, you know, a bucket of water drying it off.
Yeah, we can always run it outside on fan for a while if you want.
I hate the bottom of this.
It looks like it's got a nice coat on there.
Yeah, I think that this base panel is kind of a crappy shape when I got it.
I can't believe how much humidity that's pulling. Did you break my sprinkler?
No, I didn't. I just grazed it with my foot. It's still good. Man, the amount of heat coming out of it is crazy. That is a lot of water.
I'm impressed by that.
And here I was thinking, oh, he's not going to like it, talking it down.
I don't know, I think it's a great machine.
It's like being Hampton
with the performance. That's pulling more than the 14 pulled.
Really?
Oh yeah. That's outrageous.
Sometimes the little ones, they do that.
Well, it's the weekend for it.
I can't even hear the compressor anymore.
That's insane. I can't believe how much moisture that's pulling. It's not even humid right now. It's 50% in the house.
Oh, it's about to get lower.
Yeah, it's to 40% now.
Wow.
That's crazy. It's going to fill that bucket in a couple hours.
Yeah, by the time I leave, it'll probably be full.
It probably will be. It's gone down 1%.
So let's see. 1,009 and 1,013. I really don't think you can get power consumption any closer than that.
No.
That's within the margin of error of the equipment.
Yeah, so that means the manufacturing must have been fairly consistent with these. Just 17 amps. That's not bad. We pushed more through the outlet during Christmas time. We pushed 22 amps through the outlet during Christmas time.
Yeah, that is buffeting. I can feel that. That feels weird.
Why is it? That's kind of annoying. I don't see why. I mean, unless it is that register thing, I don't see why one would do it and the other doesn't. Is it the same kind of filter?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's so messed up. Yeah, that seems to have made a difference.
It probably has load having it angled like that.
Right.
Can we straighten them out, or is it?
That's jacked up. If we can get the scissors and cut that, I might be able to.
I can kind of see the things are moving at an odd pattern.
That's about
it
as.
just broke.
It was already broken. That's about as good as I can get.
Now it's doing it again. That's so weird.
It's much better now.
But it's definitely still detectable.
Yeah.
Well, this definitely added some load having the extra things in there. That's really odd. Come on.
But come on. And the white registers definitely look, they match better the whole
I think
thing.
it looks better too. I wonder if this one's not buffeting because it doesn't have foam.
Maybe.
It's the only other difference. The filters are the same.
But I feel like this shouldn't be buffing like that. I feel like this is the odd one. I don't know why it's like this. I guess the filter gets clogged, it'll stop. The compressor in that one's much louder.
I wonder why.
Much louder, wow.
Man, that's cold.
44. That's almost refrigerator temperature.
Refrigerators, I think, are 38 degrees.
Mine would probably do a little bit better if it had insulation.
Yeah, this one's definitely quieter. The compressor is anyways. These registers have a rattle to them. The window frame is shaking quite a bit.
.73, 8.78. I like it.
I do. Tell me about that vibration.
Shut up. These registers are really crappy on this one.
It's getting really cold in here.
Imagine how much colder it would be if the window was closed.
It's pulling down. It's only 77 now.
That is so cold coming out.
And it's so quiet too.
Sam's rattling. Which is easily fixed.
That Hampton Bay one's getting 43 out of it now.
I wonder how much quieter. I almost can't even hear the compressor in the
Yeah,
other
that compressor's really loud.
It's a pleasant sound though.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
Oh, some of that rattling is coming from the other unit.
The rattling started with those grills, I think. The other registers didn't seem to be doing it. Oh, you mean it's vibrating through to that one? This is really cold.
Oh, come on. Yeah, this one reads a little bit higher than that one does.
I don't know what the claimed accuracy is. I would assume it's probably plus or minus 2%. The field piece might be a higher precision. Oh, that's the same. Close enough to get the idea, at least.
I think they were blowing the same temperature.
Probably.
What if mine was dripping yet?
Should be able to tell. We could call Russ and ask him.
Actually, somebody messaged me. I wonder if that was him. No, it wasn't. It was somebody else.
Does that person use too much coil cleaner?
Wow. Now it's really coming out of there.
That's remarkable.
I'm surprised the compressor's so much louder on mine.
I think it's higher hours?
I don't know. I mean, the bass pan on mine's in better shape than yours, so who knows? That's filled up a lot of water so far. So you think you'll leave this in?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This will sit there for a couple weeks at least. Especially if this is the way it dehumidifies, this is perfect. This is all I need.
Plus, it's easier to get in and out than that other 10K.
Yeah, I think it's quieter.
Well, the fan would be quieter on the bigger 10K because it runs slower.
But it's not far off.
It's very respectable for what it is.
The compressor is definitely much louder on the 10K.
But you know what, though? It's pleasant to listen to, though, so it doesn't really matter. But I
Right.
agree that the compressor's considerably quieter on this.
Because that other one, you could hear it throughout, you know, walking around the whole yard, which is kind of cool, but it's definitely noisier in the house.
So the compressor's louder, but the fan's quieter. So.
It ends up being a wash, probably.
I
That's
find
insane.
the sound of the compressor less objectionable than the sound of the fan. The fan's a little bit more annoying to me.
Yeah, I generally agree.
And like I said, that compressor I don't really mind listening to, especially since, you know, nostalgia.
Yep. That is an insane amount of moisture.
I know, isn't it?
I don't think that the 14K in the garage takes that much moisture out.
Oh, there's no way. It has to be better than this.
It doesn't drip like this.
Well,
Maybe this needs to go in the garage.
it certainly drips a lot better than that Montgomery Ward did, which was a 12.
Yeah. Well, the garage has a major humidity problem. If I find another one of these, maybe I'll try one in the garage.
Well, I'll keep my eyes open for you. I'm glad I got it for you.
I still see these around. They're fairly common around here.
They're not very common in 10s, though.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what the capacity is. There's one that's still in service, a couple, a block or two down that way.
Is that right?
Yep. And it drilled its own drain hole in the same spot as this one, which is interesting. Even this time of day?
I burned so easily. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this around back. Although I guess it makes sense to leave it because I can take mine out of the window. Make it better to into the car. I'm sure it'll be mosquito city when I finally leave.
It hasn't been too bad here this year, actually.
Really? Well, you're further from water than I am.
Yeah. Where are you putting that?
Smoking it away from the stairs. This thing is awesome.
So are these air conditioners.
Not bad for a Hampton trash.
I can't believe how much water's coming out of that thing.
I can't believe how inaudible that compressor is.
That's definitely pulling more than the 14K was.
And that's saying something.